Good evening, everyone. We hope you're not planning to go anywhere. You are our captive audience. My minions have closed and barred the exits. For the next hour, you are ours. You cannot go anywhere. Welcome to the Riverside Township Radio Players 2018 Halloween program. NBC presents Short Story. Was a half-hour program offering dramatizations of contemporary American short stories by famed writers such as William Faulkner, F. Scott Fitzgerald, and Shirley Jackson. Excuse me while I catch my breath. Broadcasting from Hollywood, the series premiered February 21st, 1951 on NBC and continued on and off until May 30th, 1952. The Lottery is a short story written by Shirley Jackson, first published in the June 26, 1948 issue of The New Yorker. The story describes a fictional small town which observes an annual ritual known as the Lottery. The Lottery has been described as one of the most famous short stories in the history of American literature. It initially received a negative response, which surprised both Jackson and The New Yorker. Readers canceled subscriptions and sent hate mail throughout the summer. The Union of South Africa banned the story. NBC presents Short Story. Tonight, Shirley Jackson. She's novelist and short story writer, master of the sunny mood that turns to terror in a single sentence. But her statements are not dark for the sake of darkness, rather for the bitter truth that's in them. Shirley Jackson, tonight, one of the most dramatic and horrifying of the Shirley Jackson stories, The Lottery. Here now, The Lottery by Shirley Jackson.
Floyd! Lord Summers, you get up out of that bed.
It ain't even 7 yet.
Of course it ain't. Now you get up, you hear? It's lottery day.
Now, Dickie, you eat your cereal.
I don't want no more, Ma.
You eat up your cereal because you ain't gonna have nothing but sandwiches till supper time.
Sandwiches?
You heard me. I'm not gonna cook no more 3 hot meals on lottery day.
All right, Davy, that's enough for the chickens.
Shoo!
Come on now, son. We got to fork hay down for the cows. We won't be back all day.
Ma coming
too? Just like Sunday for church?
Yeah, that's right. All folks from the town line will be in today for the lottery.
I can't find my collar stud. Who took my collar stud?
Now, just don't fret, grandsire. It's around here somewhere.
If I can't find my collar stud, I ain't going. 77 lotteries I've been to and never missed a one. Laura, you find my collar stud, you hear?
The morning of June 27th was clear and sunny with the fresh warmth of a summer day. The flowers were blossoming, and the grass on the town green in front of the bandstand was a nice, warm summer green. The folks in the village and the farmers inside the township line began to gather in the square between the post office and the bank by about 10 o'clock. School was out for the summer, and the kids came in early to chase around the board sidewalks the way kids will.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Bobby Martin and Harry Jones were sitting in front of the post office swapping stones. Bobby had his pockets full already, nice, smooth, round ones. The girls stood aside, talking among themselves and looking over their shoulders at the boys. And the very small children rolled in the dust or clung to the hands of their older brothers and sisters.
Yeah, morning, John.
Morning, Mr. Summers.
A nice day for the lottery, ain't it?
Yes.
Had rain yesterday up to the North Village. They got to start the lottery a day ahead to get it done. 200 families.
Is that right?
Oh, yep. Got to hustle to get the lottery over with up there. Won't take us more than maybe a couple of hours.
It seems longer.
Well, that's the way it is with the lottery. I was talking it over with Mrs. Summers. It's the suspense makes times go slow.
Not slow enough.
You draw this year, don't you?
I guess so.
Yeah, that's the rule, all right. Stranger in town draws his second year.
Morning, Mr. Summers. John?
Ma'am?
Morning, Mrs. Delacroix. In early, I see.
Well, I don't get up to the village often. George don't like to leave the stock. You going to have the store open after?
Most likely. I didn't used to be done.
Well, you got to be modern, I always say. Excuse me, won't you? Martinson's just got in. It's a nice day for it, though. You can say that for a fact.
Can't you go faster, Pa? We'll miss everything.
Oh, don't worry, Davy. We'll get there in plenty of time.
Oh, I want to go into Summer's store after to get me some patterns. Elsie Dunbar told me that he's got in some new ones for short-waisted figures.
Let's not talk about it, Tessie.
Well, what do you mean? I got that flowered stuff left over from last year, and if I can get a good pattern, it'd be
I
really...
don't want to talk about after.
Oh?
Come on, Pa. Can't we go faster?
All right. Up there, get up. Up there. I was talking to John Gunderson.
The school teacher?
Mm-hmm. He's got a draw this year.
It's only right. Second year in town.
Yeah, I told him I was thinking of packing and moving out.
Bill Hutchinson, you crazy.
I told him I was going to pack the wagon and tie the stock onto the end of it and just move out.
You mean just leave the farm?
That's right. I was going to do it before lottery day this year.
That's crazy, Bill. Where would you settle? Why, your folks have farmed their ground since heaven knows when.
Yep, I know. I was just going to move out. It's too late now.
Oh, Bill, you talk the same way every year. No sense in it.
No, there's no sense to it.
A woman sees things like this clearer. You just don't think about it, that's all. You come in for the lottery, then you go to Summers and buy something nice, talk to folks, and why don't you look at it that way, Bill?
Yeah, I suppose you're right. School teacher agreed with me, though. Go on, get up there.
That's the way, Pa. Hurry up. We'll miss all the fun.
Soon the men began to gather, standing around, smoking, looking at the kids, talking about planting, rain, tractors, taxes, you know. Dickie Delacroix and a couple of kids had made a great big pile of stones in one corner of the square, and they were playing King of the Hill on it. The men stood together, away from the pile of stones, watching. Their jokes were quiet, and they smiled rather than laughed.
They are nice-looking folks, aren't they, John?
Yeah, they're nice.
Well, you don't see them all together except on lottery day. Of course, there's Sunday in church, but some go to the Congregationalists and some to the Baptists, and folks like the Dunbars, well, they don't go nowhere.
Morning, Mr. Summers.
Oh, morning, Tessie. I've got those patterns in.
Well, I'll be over right after.
John,
Morning, Bill.
I want to talk to you. Hello, Summers.
Yeah, morning. But don't worry about me. I've got to go see about the box and all for the drawing. Well, morning, Charlie. How's the folks?
Well, it's the day.
Yeah, you going to draw?
I've got to. That's the rules.
Yeah, you said you wouldn't. You sat there in the post office and said you wouldn't.
I know, but I'd have to leave town, and it isn't easy to get out of school this late.
Well, anyways, you only draw for yourself. Tessie keeps talking about after. Starts me to sweating. She keeps talking about buying a pattern up at the summer store after. Short-waisted, she said.
I suppose you get used to it. I suppose if you've always had it, you don't think about it.
I don't. I lived in the village all my life. I don't get used to it.
Pa! Can I stay with Dickie Delacroix? Can I stay with him?
No, you gotta stay with the family, Davy.
Pa! The other kids got all the stones. Can I stay with him?
Davy, I said. Davy, come back here. David! David! Look at that. He's having fun. All the kids are having fun. Why? That's what I want to know. Why?
You're the farmer. You know the answer.
You told me you wouldn't find anything in the books. It says it has to be. Stands to reason you'd find it in the books, don't it?
This isn't my part of the country, Hutchinson. I don't make the rules.
Well, don't it stand to reason you could try to find out the truth? That's all I say.
You can't argue with folks about the lottery. I've tried.
No, you can't argue with folks. Well, anyway, it's a nice day for it.
It ain't right. I've been telling them year after year, it ain't right.
Now, grandsire, take it easy.
Now, you listen to me, Floyd Summers. I'm the oldest man in the village. 77 years I've been in the lottery, and 77 years of it.
Yeah, I know that, Mr. Warner, but you
don't butt me. No, sir, don't butt me. I know what's right about the lottery. It ought to be chips of wood, one chip with the name of every family, all in the big black box.
Well, we can't do it that way, grandsire. You know that. The box ain't big enough.
That's the way it was when I was a boy. Chips of wood, none of this here bitty pieces of paper. Paper, huh? What kind of a lottery you expect to have with paper?
Well, there's too many folks in the village for wood anymore.
Yeah, nobody pays any mind to the old ways. There ought to be marching, too. I remember marching and somebody sort of chanting like, this what there ought to be on lottery day?
Well, that was a long time ago. Nobody remembers that anymore.
Yeah, that's the trouble. Nobody remembers. Now you take that black box.
Well, it's a cracking. We ought to make a new one.
A new one? Listen to him. A new box? Why, they used that box in my father's time for the lottery. And he told me it's made from the pieces of the box in his grandfather's time. Now, you're supposed to be in charge of that box. Well, I saw it year before last lying in Gray's barn, and this year it sat right on the shelf in your store. Now, is that any way to take care of that box? They don't run the lottery they used to. Hey, I've been in it 77 years, and I ought to know.
Tessie, come here.
What? Oh, excuse me, Miss Delacroix.
All right, Tessie.
Tessie,
What is it, Bill?
where's Davy?
Playing with the other children there by the stones.
Get him over here.
Why?
We're hitching up and getting out.
Oh, well, we gotta wait for the drawing. We can't go now.
I said we're going now.
Oh, Bill, don't be silly. Now, first place, we come all this way into the village for the lottery. In second place, Summers won't be open till after, and I want to get those patterns.
After. Don't you understand? Suppose?
Bill, I am surprised at you. Why nobody else acts this way? Well, you gotta just take it as it comes. Now, you're a farmer, you know that.
What's that got to do with it?
Well, you didn't take on when the hog died of cholera before killing time. You just went on.
But that's different. It just happened. You can't help it if stock gets sick.
See, that's what I mean.
You won't go?
No, I won't. And neither will you. Well, I don't get into the village often, and lottery day is the one time I can see all the other women and talk. And I'm not going back till it's all over and supper time. My goodness, Bill, now you think it was something unusual. Now, lottery comes every year. It always has.
The lottery was conducted, as were the square dances, the teenage club, and the Halloween program by Mr. Summers, who had time and energy to devote to civic affairs. He was a round-faced, jovial man, and the people were sorry for him because he had no children, and his wife was a scold. He was busy in the middle of the square with the little black box, setting it up and balancing it on a three-legged stool.
Say, one of you folks want to give me a hand with this box? Mr. Martin?
All right, Floyd.
Here, just hold it on that corner steady there.
Watch his hand, Summers.
Now, we're going to do this fair and square, just like always. Now, last night, up at the coal company office, Mr. Graves and I made up the slips of paper.
It ought to be chips of wood. What kind of piddling lottery can you have with slips?
Now, grandsire, don't you interrupt Mr. Summers.
Now, they're all in the box here, and anybody wants to can haul them out and check them over. Time now for the swearing in. Mr. Graves will administer the oath to me. I expect, as usual, we'll waive election.
Didn't used to be no election. Used to pass from father to son.
All right. Do you, Floyd Summers, solemnly swear to carry out the duties of this lottery without fear, favor, or prejudice, bias, or any other untoward acts of omission or commission, so help you?
I do.
You tell him, Floyd.
I expect now we're ready. We'll proceed as usual by drawing by family, as according to the rules.
Wait a minute, Floyd Summer.
It looks like another interruption. Oh, morning, Mrs. Martin.
How do you like that? Clean forgot what day it was. Hello, Tessie.
Hello, Miss Martin.
Thought my old man was out and back stacking wood, and then I looked out the window, and the kid was gone. I remembered it was the 27th, and I came a-running. Oh, did I miss anything?
Oh, you're in time. They're still talking way up there.
We was just beginning, Mrs. Martin. Now, you just take your place with your family.
My hands are still wet from the dishwater.
Well, now, I guess we better get started. Let's get this over with so as we can get back to work. Now, ain't everybody here? Huh? Well, now, let's, now, remember, this ain't the drawing, just checking the list. Now, Adams? Oh, well, there you are. Glad to see you. I missed you last Saturday.
Well, I guess you made it, huh, Miss Martin?
Oh, well, now, Tessie, between you and me, I knew it was lottery day, but you wouldn't have me leave the dishes in the sink now, would ya?
Dunbar?
Where's Dunbar?
Dunbar? Come on.
Well, who draws for Dunbar? Clyde broke his leg, didn't he? Now, who's drawing for him?
Well, I guess I draw.
Oh, that's right. That's the rule. Wife draws for husband. Excepting you've got a grown boy to do it for you, haven't you, Janie?
Well, Horace is not but 16 yet. Guess I got to fill in for the old man this year.
All right, I've got that checked. Watson boy, drawing this year. Yeah? Oh, there you are, Charlie. Good to see your mother's got a man to do it. And I suppose old man Warner's here.
You know darned well I'm here, Floyd Summers. I was just talking to you. I ain't missed a lottery in 77 years.
All right, grandsire, I was just joking. Well, that gets the list straight. All the rest is straight, families. Unless anybody's got anything to add, we're ready for the drawing. Yeah, I got nothing to say, so let's go ahead. Now then, Adams? Adams?
Adams?
Adam's coming.
Well, there he is. He's coming.
Yeah, hi, Steve. Just draw anyone. Don't look at it till after. Next, Adamson. Adamson. Right, now that does it. Anderson. Anderson.
It seems like they changed the order of the drawing, don't it, Tessie?
Oh, no. That's the way it's always been.
Seems like there's just no time at all between lotteries anymore. Seems like we got through with the last one only last week. I declare the way time flies.
Time sure goes fast.
Delacroix. Delacroix.
There goes my old man.
Oh, now don't worry, Agnes.
Dunbar. Dunbar.
That's you, Janie.
Oh, well, if you ladies will excuse me.
Come on, Janie. You're holding us up.
There she goes.
I'm coming.
Old folks shouldn't hold up the lottery. It takes up a perfectly good morning as it is. And last year I didn't get the time to do half all the things I wanted to do in town.
You're right, Tessie. My old man says he don't like the lottery day because I always run the bills up at summer sky high.
Gunderson. John Gunderson.
There goes the schoolmaster.
I'm not going to draw, Mr. Summers.
What? He's got to draw.
Now, John, you know the rules. This is your second year in the village.
I know, but I'm not going to draw.
Now, don't be contrary, boy.
Everybody draws in the lottery. What makes you better, Mr. Schoolmaster?
I don't believe in it.
Now, that isn't the point, John, and you know it.
Listen to him. You don't believe in the lottery. You hear that?
Now, take it easy, grandsire.
Why, we've always had the lottery. Everybody knows that. Always have and always will.
Over in the North Village, they're talking about giving up the lottery.
A pack of crazy fools in North Village. Listen to this idiot. Nothing's good enough for him. Next thing you know, they'll be wanting to go back to living in caves. Nobody work anymore. Live like that for a while and...
They don't have the lottery up where I come from. They stopped it years ago.
Yeah, maybe so, but we ain't fools. Not here. Used to be a saying, lottery in June, corn'll grow soon. You listen to him with his books and ciphering, and first thing you know, we'll all be eating stewed chickweed and acorns.
You're right, grandsire.
That's right.
Yeah, sure. There's always been a lottery. Bad enough it ain't what it used to be, with Floyd Summers up there joking and all. There's always been a lottery.
But why? Why? I tell you, they've stopped it up north. More villages every year, and the corn grows just as high.
Nothing but trouble in that pack of fools.
Now, you ain't no farmer, Gunderson. Old man Warner's right.
Yes, sir.
Lottery in June, corn'll grow soon. Well, that's the way it's always been.
You can't get around it, schoolmaster. Lottery in
But nobody
June.
knows. You've never tried. And you just go on and on every year, the same way.
You're darn tootin', and we're going right on just like we always done. What call has a young outsider to talk that way on lottery day? That's what I'd like to know.
Now don't get raw, grandsire.
77 years I've been coming to lottery day.
But can't you see there's no reason for it? No reason. Year after year for generations on June 27th? If you'd only think, if you'd only try, if you're willing to use reason instead of blind obedience to crazy outworn tradition.
Now, that'll be enough, John. You spoke your piece. Now, come on. We better get down back to business. Rule says if anybody balks, the committee draws for him. Now, ain't that right, folks?
It certainly is. That's right.
Now listen, I'm going to call you again regular and proper. If you stand mute, we'll go right on and draw for you. And now, which is it?
All right. All right. I'll go.
Fine, fine. All right, now let's get on. Hutchinson, Bill Hutchinson.
Oh, you get on up there, Bill.
There goes your man, Tessie.
Imagine the schoolmaster making such a fuss. Well, he's no better than the rest. Everybody draws on lottery day.
All right, sir. Now the last one. Warner.
Yes, sir. Right here.
All right, grandsire. Take it easy. There's no rush.
This makes the 77th year I've been in the lottery. Yes, sir. 77 times.
Yeah. Draw your slip now.
Yep.
All right. It's all done. Martin, close the box.
Okay.
Who's got it? What family?
I ain't got it.
Grandsire, let me see a piece of paper. Let me see it.
You let go of my hand, you hear? I can take care of myself.
Ma, is it us? Is it us, Ma?
Well, for goodness sakes, what family is it? Who's got it?
All right, folks. All right, folks. Now let's do this orderly. Come on. Now, what family's got the black slip?
It's the Hutchinsons. There, look, Bill Hutchinson's got it.
Hutchinson?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Peggy, you run tell your father it's the Hutchinsons. Go on now. Run home, tell your father.
Oh.
All of us took the same chance.
Oh, it isn't fair. It isn't fair, Floyd Summers. I saw you. You didn't give him time to take any slip he wanted. I saw it. It wasn't fair.
Now, Tessie, be a good sport.
All of us took the same chance.
It isn't fair. I tell you, it isn't fair.
Shut up, Tessie.
Well, now, everybody, that was done fast. Just, say, 1 hour and 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And now we've got to be hurrying a little more to get done before noon.
It isn't fair.
Now, Bill, let's see. You draw for the Hutchinson family, don't you? You got any other households in the Hutchinsons?
There's Don and Eva. You make them take their chance. Make them draw.
Well, now, Tessie, Eva's your daughter, but she's married now. Daughters draw with their husbands' families. You know that as well as anyone else.
It wasn't fair.
I guess that's it, Floyd. My daughter draws with her husband's family. That's only fair.
Well, now, Bill?
I guess there's just us, Floyd, Davy, Tessie, and me.
Well, all right now. And as far as drawing for families is concerned, it's you. Well, and as far as drawing for households is concerned, that's you too?
Yes, that's right.
Martin, you give me the tickets for the Hutchinsons. All 3 of them. You got their tickets back?
I got them. They're in the box, Floyd.
Well, all set then.
I think we gotta start over.
Well, now, Tessie.
I tell you, it wasn't fair. You didn't give them enough time to choose. Everybody saw that.
Well, we'll have to get on now. Are you ready, Bill?
Listen, everybody, listen. You gotta listen. It wasn't fair. You can see that.
Ready, Bill?
Ready.
Davy picks first, then you, then Tessie. Now, you got that? Here, help little Dave.
Davy, come here.
Sure, Pa.
It wasn't fair. Mrs. Delacroix, you could see that. They didn't give him enough time.
Now, don't make a fuss, Tessie. It ain't fitting.
All right, now, Bill, you take the slips and keep them folded till everybody picks. Come on, Davy. Now, Davy, I want you to pick a piece of paper out of this box and hold it tight, you understand?
Sure, Mr. Summers.
All right, pick now. Oh, just one paper, Davy.
I got one.
Good. Now, you better hold it for him, Martin. All right, Bill. One paper. That's right. And now, Tessie.
Oh, no. No, it wasn't fair.
Tessie, you've got to draw.
Now, come on, Tessie.
All right, all right.
I hope it ain't the child. Don't seem right.
Yeah, it's not the way it used to be. I tell you, it ought to be chips of wood. Lottery ain't like it used to be. People ain't the way they used to be.
Well, now, quiet now, folks. Let's open the papers. Davy. Now, come on, Davy. Open your papers.
There's nothing on it.
Well, Bill.
Mine's blank.
Well, then I guess it's Tessie.
Oh, no.
Show us her paper, Bill. Just the rules.
Tessie, open your hand.
No.
Come on now. Open your hand.
Yep, it's Tessie, all right.
Ma, I'm going over by the pile of stones, all right?
Now, all right, folks. Let's finish quickly now.
No, it isn't fair. Oh, Bill. No, Bill.
It's too late, Tessie. There's nothing I can do.
No.
Come on, Mrs. Delacroix. We better get a good stone before they're all gone.
Oh, Dickie will save one for me.
Well, hurry up. She'll be running soon.
It wasn't fair. There wasn't time. Oh, Bill, please.
You heard him, Tessie. Lottery in June. Corn'll grow soon.
It isn't true. It isn't true.
Ma, here's a stone for you. Here, Ma.
Oh, that's a nice boy, Dickie. What a nice big stone.
Well, you'll have to go ahead and I'll catch up with you. Can't run it all with arthritis in my knees.
All right. There's Davy. Davy? Davy, come here.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, here's a little stone for you. Take it.
Sure.
Now, you come along with me, Davy.
Sure. I don't want to miss the fun. We've got to run after Ma now, huh?
That's right, Davy. Come on.
Listen, everybody, they didn't give up a time. It wasn't fair.
Come on, everybody. Agnes.
Come on, Davy. Throw your stone. Go on. Throw your stone.
It wasn't fair. It isn't right. Oh, Bill, you can't let them. Not me. It can't be me. It wasn't fair. I can't do this to me. Agnes, Emily, you can't. Not to me, really. Not me.
Go on, Davy. Now throw your stone, Davy.
No, stop. No, it isn't right. Oh, Davy, my old baby. Don't.
It was all over by noon. The sun was hot on the square, and the men stood around the blacksmith's shop, smoking and talking about planting and tractors and taxes. And the women gathered in summers and bought yard goods and patterns and notions. The little children played in the dust, throwing pebbles at each other. The lottery was over for this year. Lottery in June, corn'll grow soon. Next year, next June 27th, well, maybe we'll learn. Maybe there'll be no lottery. Maybe we'll begin to reason to find the truth. Maybe we'll find out we don't have to pick out folks in the lottery just because our fathers and their fathers did it, because it always was that way. Maybe next year there won't be a lottery. It's up to all of us. Chances are, though, there will be.
You have heard The Lottery by Shirley Jackson. Tonight's cast included Mr. Summers, the store owner and operator of the lottery, was Jacob Palka. Mrs. Summers, his wife, was Amy Nieves. Ms. Delacroix was Ellie Babka. Dickie Delacroix, her young son, and Mr. Graves were both played by John Byam. Old Man Warner, the 77-years-old grandsire, was Herb Thompson. Laura, his granddaughter, and Mrs. Dunbar were both played by Sue Gadzinski. The schoolmaster and our sound effects wizard was Marty McNulty. Mrs. Graves and a woman in the crowd were both played by Nell Brennan. Mr. Martin and the narrator were both played by Jay Summerfield. Mrs. Martin, his wife, was Allison Byhan. Mr. Hutchinson was Tom Duggan. Tessie, his daughter, was Donna Amesmeyer. Davy, her son, the announcer, and tonight's director were all played by me, Andre Dixon. This program came to you from Riverside Township, Illinois. This is RTRP, the Riverside Township Radio Players. Please allow us a moment to prepare the next program.